When clients come in, we go over what is needed to go and actually file the divorce. We've got paperwork and a list and that kind of stuff, and essentially it comes down to everything related to finances, whether it's income with pay stubs, tax returns, assets as far as titles to the house, the deed, titles to vehicles, title to whatever. Then we get into retirement accounts and investments and all kinds of stuff like that, checking accounts, savings accounts. So it's all financial really when it comes to documentation. And you got to look at a divorce in two parts. Okay, there is the first part, whether or not you can get a divorce, and now that New York State is a no-fault divorce, anybody can get a divorce after 6 months of not getting along. You sign the affidavit or testify in court, and that part of the divorce is granted. The court calls that a bifurcated divorce, because the first part is actually getting the divorce and the second part are the finances. And the way I like clients to look at the finances is that it's a partnership, okay? It doesn't matter who went to work and who stayed home, or who made more money, or who made less money, whatever the case may be. That's kind of something you guys, when you were married, agreed to, whether it was, verbally or not. It's an agreement. And the courts look at that and say, gee, that's a partnership. And anything that, came into the marriage, there are exceptions, but anything basically that came into the marriage is going to be split 50-50. Now there are exceptions. The exceptions would be, for example, a gift. Okay, your father or your mother, your parents give you something specific. Let's say it's an antique. Okay, that is something that is separate property. Also, usually what is considered a separate property as well is a personal injury type of compensation, whether it is through civil litigation or workers' comp disability. If there's a lump sum, that can be considered separate property. But once you go and put it into a joint account, it becomes commingled, and then it is, generally speaking, marital property to be divided.